Hey guys, here's part 2 of the interview I did with the Irish guy you know. Check out his channel, link is in the description. So I want you for a second, imagine like in your mind the perfect game. And then if you could explain like what do you see?
The perfect game. Jeez, that's actually pretty hard. Like I think of this all the time. I think of like doing a video on these all the time. But the perfect game's actually kind of hard to explain because you kind of go from genre to genre of games. And each game is really great in its own kind of area. Like One Over
Sure.
Three is really great as a shooter because you can just go in there and play like 5 matches and have it really amazing. While like a game such as Skyrim, you can go in there and explore for hours, and that's really fun.
Right.
My perfect game is like I kind of like the whole fast-paced, like not fast, but fast-paced action where you're in there and you're doing your thing. So kind of Modern Warfare 3-ish, but everything is completely perfect. Like everything is balanced. There's no nonsense. There's like all the perks. There's no up-out perks or the explosion. That's insane. Like I think Modern Warfare, like the Call of Duty series, is perfect as a shooter. It just needs to fix a lot of things in it. So what do you think your perfect game would be?
Yeah, kind of along those same lines, like to take pieces from different genres, different games. Like I like first-person shooters. Like me personally, I started on consoles too, and then I moved to PC. I played a lot of Counter-Strike for a while, and so that's where my love of first-persons came from. And then Call of Duty came out, and it really changed a lot of things because they kind of added these kind of RPG-esque features with the perks into it, which is a game changer. You know, it wasn't just about first-person shooters; it was about picking the perks that gave you the ups in the right kind of ups in the battles. You know, it was a really cool addition to the series, which made a big change. And then one of the things I think would be great is if they got better at balancing the system. So, like, I don't know if you've ever played StarCraft.
Yeah, I played the StarCraft a little bit.
So StarCraft 2 especially, they did a really good job of making each race balanced. And each unit has a strength and each unit has a weakness. So, like, there's always a counter to each thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what they really need because
Yeah.
kind of right now, Modern 3, nothing. It just seems like the assault rifles beat everything, and then like at the bottom you kind of have shotguns, and like there's no reason to use them.
Right,
I think they
right.
need to find that perfect balance.
Right. Yeah, if they could figure out a way to make it like so assault rifles were good against SMGs, but SMGs were good against shotguns but bad against assault rifles. Like if they could figure out some kind of system like in StarCraft that everything's balanced in their certain department, you know what I mean? They're good against something but they're weak against something at the same time. I think that would make it an awesome game, you know?
Yeah, if they could make it like kind of like a rock paper scissors kind of system, like
Exactly.
this thing beats that, you know, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. What's so like when you're playing COD? What's like that perfect game, and what does that look like?
Well, to me, the kind of perfect game is one where you just completely you go in there with your party and you kind of just you get as much kills as possible and still win the game by like a massive margin. Like just get all the flags and just completely crush a team and just do really well. Because them kind of games, that's just the kind of game where your heart's beating and everything's going perfect.
Sure.
Although some games, like a hard won game, where it's like you and another really good team going against each other and trying to win, and it's like a slim kind of victory. Those games kind of like they have really kind of
Yeah, where
sense of
it's
achievement in them.
199 to 200 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Talk with me about Moabs too. Do you like getting them?
The Moab is that's unbelievably exciting to get. Like when you're close to it, like when you get that kind of like 19, 20 kill kind of thing,
Yeah.
your heart just starts really beating. You get like whoa, kind of really close to getting this thing that only some people can get. It's really cool. Like the game ender, it's not really a game ender, but you know, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. I've only gotten one Moab so far, and you know when you start getting around 20, 22 kills, and your heart just starts beating, your hands start shaking. Have you had those moments?
Yeah, it's funny how a game can like kind of like make you have them moments where your body's kind of just like what, like the excitement it causes. It's I've only got one mold myself, and I only got it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's pretty exciting to get them. And the sense of achievement you get afterwards it's so proud.
Sure. Do you have any other like memories from maybe some other games where like it gave you that feeling of that emotion, like it gave you those that gamer high?
I'm not actually really sure. I think Fallout 3, I got I aimed for getting all the achievements.
Yeah.
And once you get all them achievements, it's like what, like you've played this game as much as possible, and you've done something that not everyone else can say they've done, and I think that's what the achievement system is all about, and like the Xbox, like and trophy system, PlayStation. They just filling you with that sense of achievement. One of the best things about a game, like once you complete it, like get 100% completion, and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what a MOAB is. MOAB 3 is like 100% completion kind of score. And yeah, I think Fallout 3 is the only game I think of that gave me that kind of the same kind of high the MOAB gave me.
Tell me more about Fallout. How many hours did you put into that?
It's absolutely. I'm actually lucky that Fallout doesn't have like an hour counter, because I'd be off the roof. I wouldn't know how to explain. I think I've over 100 hours on that game. Like,
yeah.
I think that's the first game I bought for my Xbox. I got into the Xbox really, really late. And so Fallout was a game I had for ages until I bought the Modern Warfare 2
Okay.
and World at War. Like, I must have 100 to 200 hours putting Fallout.
What was one of the achievements that took like forever for you to get at Fallout?
Well, I think one of them is you have to kill there's these thing called behemoths in it, like super mutants that are just absolutely massive.
Yeah.
And you have to kill all of them. Like I think there's 3 of them. And killing each one of them is an absolute just impossible task, especially when you put the difficulty like all the way up to the top. It's like, and once you kill all them, you get this. It's just you're kind of like whoa, like putting all the hours into doing that was just it multiplies how fun a game can be once that kind of achievement is like achieved.
Yeah, all done. Yeah. How long would it take you to like kill one of those guys? Is it a pretty long battle, or is it?
It's kind of, if you ever played the game Dark Souls, it's kind of like that, where it's just you go after him once and then you fail and then you're like, well, what can I improve here? It's kind of like a trial and error kind of thing.
Okay.
You need to grind, get your level up, buy some stuff. Like one of them actually have to shoot a nuke at one of them. It's pretty weird stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get to play Fallout 3. I did watch it a lot. I played Oblivion, so I know it was kind of like that, except futuristic. I watched a couple videos on it. It looked like a great game. It looked because it's that system too where you're finding. Was that exciting for you too?
Yeah, finding that's what I like about the RPG kind of stuff. You find most of your gear stuff you find yourself, and you've gotten it yourself by going in and killing a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
Oblivion was actually another game that was really, really good. I'd say that the couple that makes now Bethesda make amazing games.
Yeah. That was always really awesome. I played Diablo was like that too. I don't know if you ever got to play that.
No, I never played Diablo. Here it's good though. I watched some videos on that as well.
Yeah, well, hopefully the new one will be coming out this year, and that's going to be an epic game. Blizzard makes some really good stuff, obviously.
Yeah, I played the game Warcraft 3. That was another game I played. They have like all custom modes on their multiplayer. You can play games like Defense Agents. That was an amazing game as well. Warcraft 3.
Yeah, Warcraft 3 and StarCraft, and never played WoW, but pretty much everything else.
Yeah, and I actually never played WoW myself. That's actually I hear that's really, really good, because it kind of has like the Call of Duty thing where it's the RPG elements that get you kind of into it and you want to level up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of I'd be interested in playing it, but I think it's getting old now.
Yeah, maybe. That's the end of part 2. Be sure to subscribe for part 3, coming soon.
Friendly Predator missile inbound. Care package on the way.